I'm Salt, and I'm your host here at Faux Show. And E had to take a break today, but I do have a friend here, a guest. He's from his own podcast, Blood Raw Ministries Recovery Podcast. And you can catch him on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. What's up, my brother? And this is Matthew.
Yes. Matthew, nice to meet y'all today.
We spent a lot of time together. No pun intended, literally. We done time together.
Real time.
But we on this side here, and we're making a change in this world on this side. So this is my guest today. I really enjoy having you on. I appreciate you coming in.
Thank you, man.
All right, let's get started.
There's a very popular slander against former President Trump, and that is the very famous argument that he is racist. You are a man of color. What is your reaction to that argument?
Well, I'm also old.
Listen.
I remember where President Trump backed Jesse Jackson when he ran for president. You would see pictures of Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton, Muhammad Ali, Oprah Winfrey, all shaking hands, being friendly, smoking cigars together. Oprah Winfrey actually came out and said she wanted to be like Trump. Until he came down the elevator or escalator and ran for president as a Republican. Magically, he became racist. We know he's not.
When I started hearing things about Trump being racist, it really bothered me. Not that they were saying he was racist. I was trying to figure out where were they getting this from?
Right.
Because I remember Trump being that guy. I've seen him in movies. He was in Home Alone. I saw Home Alone a few months back.
Yeah.
He was in Home Alone. I figured it was 2 or 3. I think it was in Lost in New York. And he was in Home Alone,
That's a white movie, though.
It's a white movie.
Okay.
Yeah, but with the point being, he's everywhere. He was in everything. Rap songs, I forget who it was, just heard the other day also. I want to be like Trump, or something like that. This from years back.
Yeah.
And I just was like, wow. And then, yeah, Bill Gates let me in. Donald Trump let me in. That was Nelly. Was it Nelly?
I don't remember because I don't listen to that kind of music, bro.
Okay, so back then you probably did. I wish we could find that song, man. But let me in. Bill Gates, Donald Trump, let me in. But anyway, I just didn't like it, man, because black people just started jumping on the train and just like, yeah, man, yeah, he is racist. I'm like, wait, where's we getting this from? Without any evidence, without anything, all of a sudden he became a racist. I always use the word parroted. You got a lot of parrots in the world now.
That's right. Everybody
is just repeating what they heard somebody else said.
If it sounds attractive to the ear, then you know it's real loose to you.
Right. Everybody's afraid to be an individual and think what they want to think. I remember back in the 80s, it was all about being an individual, being different, shaking up things.
You had your own style.
You had your own style. What I'm saying? One thing, I was not a full Madonna fan. I liked a lot of her old songs, right? But a lot of people said that she couldn't act. I'm not going to comment on that, okay? But they said she couldn't sing. But she was controversial. She wasn't trying to be like any other artist. She wasn't trying to be like Cyndi Lauper at that time. She wasn't trying to be like Janet Jackson. She was just being her.
I like Madonna.
Yeah.
I like Madonna.
Yes. Back then Michael Jackson, he had his own style. Everybody, Prince had his own style. Everybody was just in their own lane, and it was okay.
Even Morris Day had his own style.
Morris Day. And all of a sudden now, African Americans, black people, Negroes, colored, whichever you want to call us.
Go ahead.
We now Trump is a racist.
Well, you got to understand, people get their information from all kind of sources. They get their information from the old lady next door, and they really been listening at this lady traditionally. And if the old lady say Trump is racist, they don't look at the TV. They going on what the old lady say. Mm-hmm. They go in the barbershop. Ain't nobody in the barbershop got a TV. Mm-hmm. Trump racist. Now Trump racist all over the community. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to tell you something. When Trump was in office, I had a pretty good year.
Well.
Okay.
Let's move on to our next clip.
has just been impeached on both Article 1
The only president of the United States to be impeached for a second
January
time.
6th committee releasing its final 845-page report.
Former President Donald Trump has been indicted.
Remember this, nothing worth doing ever came easy.
Wow.
Did you feel what I felt while the music was playing and he was speaking?
What'd you feel?
Man, I felt emotions that gave me the pattern to surge after my own dreams, no matter. You know what I'm saying? And we need inspirational things like that placed in our life because we're in a society now, we ain't hear nothing but a bunch of booty dropping. Right. That brother he impacted me then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I want to thank you for doing that.
Yeah, when I hear that, man, I'm just like, I'm thankful for just in spite of everything that's coming against him, this man is not stopping. No. You know how many people, seasoned people, who've been around in politics and business longer than him or have more experience, who've seen things that he hasn't seen in regards to like behind the doors things, and they're like, listen, Trump, we just need to step out of this. You're going to need to step aside. This is going to get really bad, okay? And then, and on and on and on and on from the beginning. Going back to the video on Inside, not Inside Edition, the show when he was talking about grabbing the women by the pee and so on and so on. And that was taken out of context, and it's like, listen, you can't win. You can't win. Women are not going to vote. And he's like, we'll keep doing it, And then when the porn star came out, you can't win. And this lawyer, he's a pit bull, and on and on. He's like, we'll keep going. Okay.
That's tenacity.
And the tenacity.
That's tenacity.
That's tenacity.
Love it.
And thing after thing after thing after thing after thing after thing after thing. Let me tell you something about Trump. This is a joke, but he hell on crack.
What?
You talking about
real monster?
Not stopping. not stopping. Not taking no for an answer.
Man.
Listen, ain't nothing, Trump. Listen.
Come on, man.
My numbers are great. The numbers that I bought through here are great.
Yes.
I'm going to need you to go and find something because I guarantee if you find me something, I'll be back. And I'll be back with greater numbers.
Every time.
Every time.
Every time.
All right, Trump, let me make a call, man. But, man, he don't stop. Don't stop. I love what he says. The outsiders are the ones who change the world.
That's right.
The ones
out of the circle.
The ones who are willing to step outside of the box are the ones who change the world. You have billions of people on this planet, but there's only been thousands that have changed the world.
That's right.
Thousands. The ones who are willing to go in the opposite direction are the ones who make the change. The ones who are not afraid to dream in spite of. Who are not afraid to fail. One of the things that the schools have taught us and are teaching our children, that it's a bad thing to fail, that you're supposed to pass every test. And if you don't pass, it's not a good thing that you failed. We learn from failure. But with failure today, that's even being taught in the schools. It's being taught. I was taught, man, if you ain't pass, man, you're not smart, you're not this. It's just you didn't pass the information that was set in front of you. It doesn't mean that you're dumb, doesn't mean you're stupid. It just means that you didn't pass that test. And what you learn to do is when you continue to take some of the same tests over and over again, you remember, I've seen this before.
That's right.
I think I know what the answer is now. Or matter of fact, I know what the answer is now.
And they had me in SLD.
You see these things up here?
With them lights.
Lights. What was his name? Who was it that with the electricity?
Man,
was it Ben Franklin? They said he found 1,000 ways how not to invent the light bulb. He failed 1,000 times. And then next thing you know, poof.
I heard something about that though. See, I'm out the box on that.
Okay, let's hear something out the box.
I heard that Ben Franklin had a very smart associate who actually was black.
I heard that.
And he actually created a light bulb. See, when you own a slave, anything that they materialize belongs to you.
Right.
He had a Russian too.
Oh, Russian too.
Nikolai Tesla.
A lot
who
of
created
times, that's right. I'm not gonna stand here.
Okay.
And just
so inform our audience.
Okay. You have to be very particular about the way you understand things, because traditionally they're going to give it to you in their own rational way.
Right.
But that's not your ration. Investigate everything that they try to teach you.
Right.
So when they do give you the other tests, you're going to already have numbers. You're going to have thoughts and ideas that's going to come into the equation and bust their bubble.
I feel bad for our children today because they're being told and taught, here's a box, here's a box, here's a box. You can pick any one of those boxes. But in saying you can pick one of these boxes, you're forcing them to pick a box.
That's right.
It's like what they used to do in lineups, criminal lineups, right? Before
you got to pick somebody.
They would put down a lineup, and they would do little gestures like, do you see him anywhere? Do you see the man anywhere?
Messages.
And really, are you telling me? And they would take the pictures and switch them up and keep the same picture. Do you see him anywhere? And after seeing the same picture so many times, like, I think that's him right there. You know, and you're forcing people. And here's the thing about children. Children decide they want to be one thing one day, and next thing you know, they want to be something else.
Oh, you just hit something, bro.
You know?
You know what you just said?
What I just say?
You said children decide they want to be something, then the next day they don't. What about these children that's been, you know what I'm saying, allowing their parents to change their gender, and they might change their life a little further down the line? Well, mommy, I want a girlfriend with my thing. Wow.
Yeah, but you know the thing is, you got to remember this. Think about this. There are people like who grew up with real strict parents, and their parents forced them to go to college, forced them to go to med school, forced them to play football, forced them to do these things. And they grew up and said, I only did this because I wanted to play Little League football, and from there they pushed me, and I just had to do it. I didn't want to do it. And so now you have children who are being put in these boxes. They're picking a box. And parents, for the sake of being supportive, saying, all right, that's your box. We'll support you. And then they're getting so much support, and then like, all right,
support turning into pressure.
I'm not sure if like that was like cool for like 4th grade. I'm in 6th grade now. Like I kind of like that over there,
right?
You know, you can't say that because all this effort done went into supporting you. If you say that's what you is, we've been supporting you for the last 4 years with this. This is what you're gonna be.
Or go somewhere else.
We got the whole family, we got all the neighbors and everybody calling you such and such. So no, you stuck.
It's pressure.
That's a lot of pressure. So let's move to this next clip.
So I put this together, man. It's showing several different. It's just showing how black people are going towards Trump. You know, it's a lot of them that's not, but it's gonna be a percentage that do, and I'm with the percentage that do, and that decide that they don't want to still follow all this crap that's going on out here in the world today. So I found these clips.
We gonna vote for Trump. I'm ready to stomp for him right now.
That's right.
When it is no longer about justice.
That's right.
And just vengeance.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, I know she was a Marine. What?
Whoa.
I love that.
I love that too.
You know what I really love about that, though?
What's that?
Everything.
I love that.
Everything.
She's a woman.
Yes.
She's black.
Yes.
She's in the military.
Yes.
And she's speaking her mind.
Her mind. They can't degrade her, right? You know, like if Trump get indicted and the other man come in there, and she don't look like she got no stripes.
No, she could.
Yeah.
She could. But here's the thing, man. More and more people, black people, are going over
to Trump.
They crossing over. Because more and more black people are realizing, man, little by little, I hope it speed up, that we've been being played.
You know what sticks me out most on that video to me? The word she didn't use. And she could have used it. You indict, we gonna
fight.
Fight, yes.
Fight.
She didn't say that.
I like that, yeah.
She told them how they fight, though.
Yeah.
With votes.
Vote.
We're going to vote.
See, she trying to
She's
get them
not
subliminal message.
threatening
That's right.
violence.
No violence.
That's right.
No
That's
violence.
what you see
That's
in the
right.
streets with this anarchist
Yes.
Yeah.
class.
And
Yeah, that's what it was.
You indict, we're going to vote. You indict, we're going to vote. And I want to tell you something. You know, today it is really hard to find good car detailing. You know, so everybody's rushing. They want to make $1 real quick and move on to the next wash. But one thing I can tell you about these guys, Suds and Buds, they don't just wash your car. They love on your car.
Mm.
They clean it. And they wash it. They polish it.
What?
You know, Suds and Buds wash your car as if it was their own. And let me tell you about Suds and Buds. Their prices aren't outrageous because they come to you.
They mobile?
They're mobile. This is a mobile detailing company.
Wow, where we find them at?
And they're making money and they're making moves. And you can make money while they're working.
Uh-huh.
And they say this is why Suds and Buds are so important. If you want to be wealthy, they say wealthy people buy time. That hour and a half that you would be doing yourself, washing your car and then vacuuming it out and polishing it up and doing your tires, you could be doing something else. Spend minimal amount of money. Call Suds and Buds at 954-995-6529. That's 954-995-6529. And see, when you call them and while they're out doing your car, you can be doing other things with that. And they're fast, but they're good. Do everything from waxing to interior shampooing to undercarriage cleaning, you name it. So, moving forward.
In the beginning of your career, you make money off of what you do, and then you start to gain some knowledge, and you make money off of what you know. You can manage people, etc. And then you start to make money off of who you are.
And it sounds crazy, but I didn't really know what a job was for. Okay, I know it was to pay bills and this and that. So I was always looking like for a good job. I was always get a good job and make good money. Okay, but I understand a little bit about it today. It was frustrating for me because I didn't just want a job. I took some jobs, but it was something in me. I didn't want just a job. I knew it had to be something more than just a job. But what happened, as I began to do these various jobs, I began to learn how to make money off what I knew. And so now I can go from place to place and say, yeah, I can do X, Y, and Z. And I'm getting paid a little bit more than this guy on the job because now I'm making money not just off what I do, but off what I know about X, Y, or Z. And then as you grow in your career, if you're able and you have the coaching and you have the information, begin to make money off who you are.
I like that.
Magic Johnson, I just looked him up yesterday. They say his net worth is $630 million.
I thought he was a billionaire.
He could be, but that's just based on net worth, based on what they know publicly, and so like he started off making money off what he did. And when they discovered he knew the game and won some championships, he started making money. His contract went up. He made money off of what he knew about the game. Then once basketball was done, he had to step away from the game. He began to venture off into other things. And what got him into the door
who he was
who he is.
Oh, man.
A lot of people are just told, just find something you're good at and go and, make a lot of money at what you're good at. It's really hard to make money at what you're good at if you don't have some knowledge of how to do what you're good at and take it to another level.
You got to be able to take it to another level.
Okay. And then once you take it to another level, as you're taking it to another level, you're becoming somebody. And then what you're becoming is why people will come to you.
They draw.
They're not going on all your past work.
Right.
Your past work is what got you to where you are. And now you're not known because of your past work. You're like,
wow.
I know Matthew, man. Yeah, man. I'm definitely going to do some business with Matthew. I know Salt.
That's right.
One thing I know about Salt, man, he's a good dude. They'll say one thing I know about Salt, he's a hard worker.
Okay.
I am a hard worker. Yeah, I work hard, but the work that I do will work hard. Nobody really sees that.
Right.
For sure.
For sure.
Everyone in the world who is successful, what would you say is the one common characteristic that you find gets people to where they want to go?
The most important question is the people get to where they want to go because they know where they want to go.
Oh, wow.
Most people don't know where they want to go. A lot of people are going and being driven by what they think they should do,
right.
what other people say they should do, what they have carried in their mind for a long time they should do. But the most important question you can ever ask yourself is, what do I really want?
She's rich. That's the first thing a person will say. And she has this mindset that she portrays to give everybody the answer. I wonder if her life is pretty behind the camera than it is right there. You can have all the money in the world. You know what I mean? You give me no advice.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying.
I know a lot of people with confused states of mind that raise to the heights, because in that confusion, they actually do find a direction. Sometimes it takes chaos to bring forth or to manifest calm, peace, tranquility.
Okay.
You know, when I love Oprah. You know what I'm saying? If I wanted to take somebody else to be my second girlfriend after my wife, it would be Oprah. Because she can take care of me and my wife. You know what I'm saying? But I love the way she talk and motivate people. And I like to go against what she say, simply because I believe I can be there. I believe I can do better than that, though.
Well, that's the way, I believe that's the way you should think.
Yeah.
You know, you can have pretty much anything you want if you're willing to work for it.
That's right.
If you're willing to put in the work for it. Right. I'm a felon. I can run for president. I can be president if I'm willing to put in the work. What's the work required? The work first required is, am I willing to reach out to local politicians and rub shoulders and do all the things locally that I need to get the local support? Then am I willing also to put in the work to go just to my state capital and begin to get laws and lobby for laws to change so that maybe I can do things here locally? Am I willing to put in the work to get the support and get known in the state of Florida, the work that's going to take to get known in the state of Florida? Am I willing to put in the work to go federally to get the laws changed so that I can run for president? You understand what I'm saying? That's a lot of work. But if I'm willing to put in the work, it can get done. I can have it if I'm willing to work for it. So,
even if you're a felon?
Even if I'm a felon. This is the United States of America, man.
You know what you want to do?
Yes. So when she said, we're going to make this a final thought, she said, the reason most people don't get anywhere because they don't know where they're going.
And that's why.
No, they don't know where they want to go. They're going on what they believe in their heart they always wanted to do. And just because I believe something in my heart, there's a lot of things I believe in my heart that I wanted to do, man. And I carried it with me for a long time, but when it come to find out, that was just something I thought I wanted to do.
It was a phase.
You know, it was a phase. Or it was just something I thought was big enough, and like, you're telling people today, go after your passion. It's hard to go after your passion if you don't know what it is you want to do. Your passion might be painting, okay, but that don't mean that's what you were called to do.
That's right.
You know, I got a lot of things I'm passionate about, but that's not what I'm called to do. You actually need a cruise ship captain, any captain on the ship, and ask him where he's going. He can tell you exactly where he's going.
Because it's plotted out.
Because it's already understood where he's going. Now watch this. It was also said this: for 99% of the journey, the destination is not in sight.
That's right.
They keep doing the same thing for 99% of the time, and then right at the end, the destination pops up. But they know exactly where they're going. And I like what Oprah said is every decision that you're making putting you on course towards what it is that you want. And so you have chaos when you have people say, I want to do this. I want to take this night class, but then I don't know. I want to try to get this job with the city, and I want to start a side hustle too, and I want to get some passive income coming in, and I want to do drop ship. I want to do drop ship on Amazon, and no, everybody's doing this and grabbing at so many different things, but nobody's grabbing on it because they don't know where it is they want to go. I'm thankful today. I know where I'm going.
I love that.
This is part of where I'm going.
That's right.
This is not the end all.
No.
This is part of where I'm going. And every decision I make, every interaction I make, every interaction that I have, every conversation that I have in some way, form, or fashion is the app that's running in the background where I'm going. I'm always asking people, what do you do? You know how I got here? Because this guy sat in my chair. And I asked him, I said, what do you do for a living? He said, oh, I do this, that, and I do podcasts. And, I have a studio. And it's like, oh, I've been thinking about doing a podcast. People keep telling me X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
And well,
you told me about that.
The rest is history.
Yes.
Here I am. So find out where you want to go.
I think that's
Find
good.
out where you want to go. Not where everybody else think you should go.
Yeah.
Not what everybody been telling you all your life, man. You should be, and you should do. And I think this. What do you think? And make sure you understand this. Where you're going, you're the one that's going. Your vision is your vision.
Yes.
Nobody can see
what you see.
But it is your job to help them see what you see. Listen, as always, man, we love you, but we're not in love with you.
For sure.
For sure.